Top 5 most horrifying killer kids. Murder is the last thing you'd expect a child to do. But just like adults, there are kids damaged beyond repair as a result of circumstances beyond their control. Sometimes they're even just broken from the start. The next 5 children looked ordinary from the outside, but on the inside there was something sinister lurking. Here are the top. Eric Smith had thick aviator glasses, tousled red hair, and freckles. He looked like your typical American teen, but there was something different about him. At a young age, Eric was prone to explosive anger and violence. As a toddler, he would throw tantrums and bang his head on the floor for no reason. Later on, psychiatrists would diagnose him with intermittent explosive disorder, a mental problem causing sufferers to be violent and unpredictable. Add to the fact that Eric was often bullied at school, and the boy became a ticking time bomb. On August 2nd, 1983, the bomb exploded. Summer camp had started, and 4-year-old Derek Robbie was walking to the park where the camp was held.
Just chalk it up to a youthful mistake. Shout out for this one. Pardon the interruption. Clear something out. Hey, check it, yo. Apex hunter, but rhymes injures to set traps, alluring others. Forensics vomiting once a body was discovered. Not to discriminate, but when I masturbate, I prefer corpses of single mothers, baked their flesh in ovens. 375 degrees, headed right like blueberry muffins. I was night stalking. She was on the phone, heavy talking. I caught her by surprise with a knife while light chalking. I was old school, wearing headphones and a Sony Walkman. The money was left, but they're so possessed, I pump them and dump them. Not with my dick, but with a sharp object. I examine the body like a pathologist. No life insurance. I'm dark atmospheric of a female gender. Trying to focus on which hoe I should enter. Impotent, I'm a failure. The casualty rate I could care less or remember. I killed you to the sun in August, buried in September, then rot in October. No evidence of their existence by November. Families looking for closure. Dark solstice, cold spirit by December. Winter despair. My therapy wasn't going anywhere. Still placing buck cocoons inside their mouths, eyes open, cold stare. Yeah, I'm getting death threats, a social reject. I got the mark of the beast on my forehead. Demented, disfigured face, inferiority complex. Misfortune I embrace. Dark monsters stay at my place. Tremors, epileptic I shake. When I think too hard, it causes earthquakes. Nothing in my eyes but rage. My soul is lost inside his grave. No one is coming to save me. I'm a mental case. I talk to people who aren't even there. My victims are usually females with shoulder-length dark hair. Women must be aware. A mentee ripped them, left them remnants by the stairs. They go from running as fast as they can, end up in the back of my van. Body probably end up in the garbage bag. Son of Sam, don't be alarmed, my lyrics cause self-harm. Promote elimination of Daquans, left the stuff by the escalator. Next day, front cover of newspapers. Streets are deserted, thanks to the sick-minded and perverted. My soul is bound by it. Why you think I removed the skin? I murdered a transient. Cause the light of this world made me dark-minded. I took out the positions from a safe distance. I wanted to take it to court for my right to the courts. 9/10 of the law is a possession. This lace weed has me seeing visions. Life is hopeless, a road to death and destruction. Fuck the crusade, season of the witch. A case of madness, I take it back to 1976. I kill her with no apparent motive, except to witness the motionless. Fear becomes pervasive when bodies begin popping up from off the back of dump trucks leading to my basement. Due to 7 Priest tracks, makes me go fucking nuts. If you don't like this rap genre, so fucking what? I'm nonchalantly walking up and blowing people's brains out. You don't wanna see what's inside my lunchbox. Doors unlocked, you see chicken feet in head of an ox. Trophies for the casualty counts. In my house, I got bodies butt naked, drenched in blood, hanging upside down. I'm feeling sleepiness with the dry mouth slur. I'm going to see 7 Priest psychopathic doctor. You're dealing with a serial killer, ugly fat loser. I struck 5 times this last summer. I bashed their heads with a hammer, ran them over with a theft or Hummer. Suicide fuel, I'm going to dark. BTR, find, torture, kill. Shit is mad ill. Black pill, but not the enemy. If Satan was here, he'd be spitting bars right next to me. Hiding out on the mountains of hate, scaling and probing the catastrophe. I hate my own identity. I'm confronted by the death of humanity. Involuntary celibacy. Nobody wants me, I'm bait for shark meat. Plus I'm a fiend for sick beats. I come in the midst of his disappearance. Unwanted, women dye their hair red cause I kill brunettes. Within minutes the devil had a hoodie and dared me to do it. I spit that disease-infest lyrics from my oral cavity, fixating through a psychotic dentist. Conflict and drama is the nature of my essence. Dangerous and banned like firearms in the hands of gangsters and thugs. Triple times to find my estate is a menace. Colombian necktie, I left his tongue hanging out of his neck just like a fucking pendant. I'm very dangerous to stand next to. My shadow is my presence, even if it was 10 years ago, you was my co-defendant. Now I return, showing the four horsemen of the apocalypse. The path to the rod in the dark of my vengeance. Gray skies and storm clouds. I quote the horrorcore nevermore. Edgar Allan Poe of uniqueness. Help me, I love the deceased musical movement. Reject all previous FBI interview requests. I hate myself.